Many who were stranded in the onset of the ECQ were finally able to return home via sweeper flights, while GCQ guidelines in many areas have caused problems among commuters. These and more from Argil Relator of RTV1 Mindanao. Live, Argil.
Yes, Cecil, most areas in Mindanao have already been placed under the general community quarantine, but not all are happy, except perhaps the passengers of the super flights who have already returned home. Some establishments have reopened in Cotabato City, while Zamboanga City is still under the ECQ. Real estate agent Colleen Tamayo arrived in Davao City International Airport hours ahead of the scheduled sweeper flight bound for Clark International Airport in Pampanga. She was told the night before by the Davao LGU that she is among the 50 passengers to board the flight.
Nag-book lang ako ng Airbnb.
Tapos yung gastos na wellness na punta, ikaw lang.
Oh yes, kaya nga okay na makakauwi na ako ngayon. Ay, syempre masaya ako, na-miss ko na yung family ko.
Prior to her flight, 162 returning passengers, mostly repatriated overseas Filipino workers, arrived in Davao via a sweeper flight from Clark. 42 of them were transported to their different provinces in the region, while the other 120 were sent home via public utility jeepneys provided by the city government of Davao.
Parang immigration's area natin, we turned it into an RDT testing area. So pagdating nila dyan, itetest sila and they have to wait for the results.
In General Santos City, workers had to walk over a kilometer to reach their destination, even after the implementation of GCQ in the city. The city's clustering system made it hard for them to cross cluster boundaries since tricycles are prohibited to enter to other clusters. Fares also increased as only a limited number of passengers are allowed inside a tricycle. And as malls in the city resumed operations, mall management still imposed strict health protocols among shoppers, such as the routine checking of temperatures and sanitation of hands upon entry to the mall. Meanwhile, in Cotabato City, after almost 2 months of closure, stalls in the barter area also went back to normal operation. Stall owners displayed Muslim apparel in time for the observance of the Ramadan.
Mas mabinta talaga pag Ramadan. Kailangan talaga kasi yung mga tandong, tulad ng mga yung sinusuot na mga panlalaki na mga kimon, so need talaga pag Ramadan.
In Sinsuat Avenue, a barbershop reopened, but fewer barbers. Other workers had a hard time entering the city due to strict border controls.
Kahit pa paano, nakakabili rin ng gulay, isda. Importante kumikita mga 300.
Zamboanga City has extended its enhanced community quarantine until May 15. This was after the city recorded a spike in its COVID-19 confirmed cases due to the outbreak inside the Zamboanga City Jail. The National Task Force COVID-19 also visited the 3 laboratories in the city to assess its capability for COVID-19 testing. These laboratories will soon run the testing of the samples collected from Zamboanga Peninsula and BARMM regions.
Nagpadala ulit tayo ng another C295, yung more or less na 46 boxes ng RITM para ma-operationalize yung Department of Agriculture Laboratory, na doon po nilagay yung laboratory po ng ating mahal na Secretary Duque. Baka maging operational po na po yun within the month.
Cecil, today the city government of Davao announced that 1 passenger of the May 6 Manila-Davao sweeper flight have tested positive for the coronavirus disease. The LGU Davao reminds all passengers of the May 6 sweeper flight from Manila to ensure that they are following the health protocols set by the Department of Health. Cecil.
Thank you, Argil Relator.